Hello and welcome back to G Free with Friends and Family. Today, first let me start off with last night I ordered um, something from a Venezuelan restaurant, and I'm on this Venezuelan kick lately. and it was called Cachapa. That's what it was. It was so good. I had never had it before. So I woke up today and late, and I wanted to have it again, but my son didn't want it. So now he wants one, so I'm going to make another one. Now, this morning I just stuffed it with shredded Brussels sprouts and had a little veggie thing going on. But this evening, I'm going to put some salmon in it. Yeah, I almost forgot what I had. I'm doubling the amount that I used this morning because it's the two of us. Although I'll probably have a small one. So this is about a cup and a half to 2 cups of gluten-free corn flour. And to that, I'm going to add a couple teaspoons of salt. Not salt. Oh no. Oh, that would be that would be horrible. No, I'm going to add a couple teaspoons of sugar. 1, 2, a little more. 2.5 teaspoons of sugar because it was a sweet dough. And that was kind of unexpected. Like I said, I had never had it before, so I didn't know it was a sweet dough. And but it was good. It was really good. And about a half teaspoon of salt. I'm going to mix this up with my hand like I always do. Something hard in there. Just put this on top of here because I don't have a garbage can with me today. And we're going to add a little warm water. That was about a half cup. And we just feel it out. We feel the dough. It has to be not too dry, not too wet. A little more water. So now altogether, that's like a cup of water. I thought it was so dry. I had some cough drops here. Do I have any water? No. Empty. Yeah. And still more water. This corn flour, it just absorbs so much. And I don't really suggest that you hear my face. I don't really suggest that you measure the water because things change. Like now, I think I've added a little too much, but let's just knead it a little and see. Because as you knead the dough, it stiffens up a little bit sometimes. Now this is a little bit too much water. So what I'm going to do is add a little more flour. Ooh. It's hard to do with one hand. Oh, that's funny. too much, about 2 tablespoons. And that might do it. I think that's going to do it. Yeah. This is making a nice dough. And I'll let you see it. And then we're going to let this rest. And while it's resting, I'm going to shred the salmon. There. See? Nice ball there. Get all these little bits off my finger. I'm going to let this rest right here out of the way. And I'm going to put that out of the way so I don't spill it. And get the salmon and wipe my hands off. There we go. Now this salmon I got from Imperfect Foods. And I'm not going to use all of this on the cachapa. I'm going to save some of this to make salmon cakes another time. Yeah, they give you about a pound of salmon. And I think I paid something like $7. Now, that's a nominal fee for fresh wild caught. I say fresh, it was frozen, okay? But, you know, fresh caught, then they freeze it right after and deliver it to you. And it's so good. So good. I like to keep the skin on. Actually, what I like to do is take the skin off and save it and fry it like bacon. Sometimes have it, you know, in the morning with breakfast with some eggs. I like it. Nice and crispy. Oops. Well, even though the table's clean, I'm just going to eat that. And I just seasoned this with a little salt and pepper because the sauce that I put on this is going to be flavorful enough. So no need in, you know, adding extras. Now I'm going to turn this on and let it heat up. Just we are going to be cooking it. Oh, and I forgot my spatula. Let me see if I can get the production assistant to get the spatula for me. Let's just see. Hey, can you get the spatula out of the cabinet for me, please? Let's see. Let's see if he even looks at his phone. Sometimes he doesn't. I get water in there. Let me hold off before I put the the oil in there. Or I could just take this for a quick. We don't want any popping situation here. There we go. And look what I found when I was rummaging through my closet to see what I could use in my next Vlogmas video. I found some Christmas cards that I bought and never sent because I don't send Christmas cards. But you know what? This year I'm going to do it. I'll put the oil in now. I think we're safe to do that. And he didn't look at his phone. Which means that eventually I am going to have to do it. Let this get hot before I start forming it. So yeah, this is really good. The dough or bread of the cachapa is sweet. And then there's a sauce with a mayo base that was also sweet. It tastes a little bit like a Thousand Island dressing. But mine isn't a Thousand Island dressing. Mine is going to be freshly made. And I'm going to use mayo. Red curry paste. A little balsamic vinegar. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you see that. I don't know. And some sugar. That's what it was. Hey, Jazzy. Thanks for coming in. How you doing? I'm making cachapas. Have you ever had one of those before? I'd never had one before last night. And it was good. So I'm making one today. I can never see what. Okay, we'll turn it up a little bit more. By the time I get this all patted out, is baby girl asleep? Let me put a little oil on my hands. This one's a little sticky. Oh, no, you never had one. Okay. I thought you meant that she's never sleeping. You know, I might have dough to save for tomorrow because I made a lot of dough. This might be the little one for me. Okay. Oops. Piece fell off. And just so this will be easy to turn, like that'll be mine. Usually make a big round disc and then you cut it in half and put it together. And that's good for that one. That's a small one. But I think for him, I'm going to make two discs and just put it together like that. Oh, look at this salmon. It's like about a pound of salmon. I already flaked it up. And I got this from Imperfect Foods, and it cost me like maybe $7. Or maybe, okay, wait. I can't lie. It was like $9.99. % off. Like 3. Yeah, it cost me like around $7. And that was good. Because you know I like a bargain. Let me go get my spatula because he is never going to get it from me. I'll be right back. Now, I flaked up the salmon, and next I'm going to mix up the sauce. Let's see if I can push this over a little. Oh, my water bottle. I am just a hot mess today. Long nights. The sauce, that's what I'm doing, yeah. Since there's two of us. This is so tasty. And I'm going to put a little balsamic vinegar. Okay. Well, I'm glad somebody's doing well. Yeah, I'm all over the place. I'm going to put a little more because the mayo's in there taking up space. And put a little sugar. Yeah, this was such an interest. Even though, no, I've seen people do sweet dressings and they put sugar in the balsamic vinegar and, along with something else. I guess this is kind of like that. And I'm going to say about a teaspoon of sugar. Okay, now I'm going to have to put my glasses on, Jazzy. Because I didn't start out with them today. Oh. Yeah, but I'm not really doing anything to the salmon. It's just a filler. You could fill this with anything you want. Like when I had it before, I had it with just a little bit of vegetables. They put vegetables in it. I almost forgot this. Yeah. And this I'm figuring out on my own. Could have looked up a recipe. But that just would have been too easy now, wouldn't it? And this is a nice pink color. Very similar to what they had. Yeah. And hopefully, oh yeah, and there's cheese on there too. This thing is just like a flavor party in your mouth. Put my down there. I have no idea why I just arranged all those things. I don't know. And what did I do with the spatula? Oh. Right here. I don't think it's ready to turn yet. Oh, maybe it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Woo. There we go. In fact, that can be one of the discs for him. And I have some lettuce that I'm going to just rip up to put on top. And every time I have lettuce and something that is warm or hot, I think about Shay because she only eats warm salad. She heats her salad up a little bit in the microwave. Okay. There. That on top of there. And that's where I will keep the disc. Just for my bottle. I keep bumping into things. You got to try this. It's easy. I don't know if you saw me mix up the flour, but I just put like maybe 2 cups of corn flour. They use corn flour, but I imagine that you could use whatever you want if you don't have corn flour. I always have corn flour because the corn flour that I buy is gluten-free. So I put 2 cups of corn flour, about half a teaspoon of salt, and about 2.5 teaspoons of sugar because it's a sweet dough. It's very interesting because the things inside are savory, but the dough is sweet and the sauce is a little sweet. So I mix that up with the warm water. You know, the same way that I make the dough for the arepas. So yeah, I mix it up with warm water, let it set for a while I shredded up the salmon. I guess that's what I was doing. I don't know what I was doing. But you always let it set so that the water can properly absorb uniformly through the flour and you have a nice uniform dough. I think he's exercising. I don't think that he's doing anything weird. But it sounded like it, though. It sounded like a mattress with springs or something. I don't know. I just prefer to think that he is exercising. Okay. More in the middle. I'm so excited about this. So yummy. The salmon is so good and it's wild caught. That's why I can't believe, Imperfect Foods prices. And they have, I think this one was on sale this week. Every now and then they'll have a sale. And I ordered an eggplant. And I guess they ran out of eggplants. So they didn't charge me for the eggplant. And they threw in a container of those oyster mushrooms. I'm so happy about that because I wanted to have them again, but I forgot to add them to my cart. It's like they read my mind. Disappointed about the eggplant, but I'm happy about the oyster mushrooms because they were good. Yeah. Oh. I woke up in the middle of the night And instead of doing nothing, I went on my other platform and I stayed there. I don't know if anybody came in to listen. It looked like they did, but sometimes they have bots. So I don't know. But I was playing Christmas music, you know. Oh yeah, I like fried eggplant. I like fried eggplant, and then I make that dish. I forgot what you call it, with the eggplant, tomato, onions. Do I put peppers in it? I don't know. And tomato. If I use tomato, yeah, either use tomato or tomato sauce. It depends. And garlic. I like that and have that over rice sometimes. And I don't know if you've ever made baba ganoush. I haven't made it in a long time, but the way I make it is easy because people they add um, hummus and tahini, but tahini isn't always available, you know, where I am, and it's expensive. So sometimes I'll just saute the eggplant, onions, garlic, and you cook it down. You even like burn it a little bit, and then you add the hummus to it, and you know, a little salt. You season it, and it is so good. I love it. I haven't had that in a long time. Maybe I'll make that one day on here because I like that. And I don't, I guess I'll have to make a little bread thing to go with it because people usually eat that with pita bread. I can't eat pita bread anymore. So, yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Yeah. Monday was slow today. Really, really slow. And I didn't do my Vlogmas yet, but I'm going to. I'm gonna do the cardboard gingerbread house, and oh, I'm breaking it. Yeah, and I'm not breaking it. See how nice and brown that came out. Um, and people can just catch it on the replay. But I think I'm gonna do it tonight because I'm already so far behind. Yeah, but I want to do this. I want to finish it out. I'm gonna make the um the gingerbread house. Then tomorrow, I think I'm going to make some apple cider, and not the way where you press it. I mean, yeah, where you press the apples, because of course I'm not going to do that. But my daughter found a recipe for apple cider where you just like chop up the apples, season them up with cinnamon, cloves, and whatever, and yeah, this is going to be the dish. Um, Yeah, and just pour the liquid off. You put more liquid than you need, of course. Then you just pour the liquid off, and then you save the apples, and you have applesauce. And you could spike that with rum, and still have a little on the side for the kiddies. Yeah. So I'm going to make the cider, and then another day I'm going to make coquito, and I don't know. There must be some like treat. I know Wednesday I'm making cranberry muffins. I know the apple cider, but apple cider is expensive. Oh, there was a phrase, fiscally responsible. Doesn't that sound nice? So much better than saying cheap, and even better than saying frugal, because those things kind of have a negative connotation, but fiscally responsible. I like that. That's what I'm gonna call myself from now on. Yeah. So apple cider is expensive, so I'm gonna be fiscally responsible and make it myself. Ah, so good. A friend of mine, he's always like telling me I'm cheap. Now I have a comeback. Yeah. I'm trying to think of other things. Yeah, I'm supposed to make cranberry muffins with Shay on Wednesday, and I might use that as my vlogmas too. I don't know. Um, then one day I have to put my tree up, so that's going to be a vlogmas. Oh, and did you know? Interesting fact that you're supposed to put your Christmas lights on vertically, like zigzag them. Even though I don't know, they say the lights are more evenly distributed, but I would think that there would be more of a cluster towards the top part and spread out at the bottom. But they say that's how you're supposed to put your lights on, and it's easier to take them off without getting them all tangled up. Now, I don't know how true that is, but that's what they say. Yeah. Oh, I don't know how this is going to work out because I'm supposed to put, I know his, I'll be able to do it fine. Or I'll just do his next. That's what I'll do because everything's all ready. I'll melt the cheese on this one. Yeah. You should watch, if you can, watch Shay's channel on Wednesday. I think it's 4 or 4:30. I have to check to see where she does the cooking. So I'm going to be on and I'm going to make the muffins, the cranberry muffins. And that should be good. And maybe, maybe we can make the apple cider. No, I don't want to do two things in one. Have to spread it out. I was going to say, maybe we can make the apple cider. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do that. We'll see. But I have like 17 more days. So I have to think of other things. I only have like 4 or 5. Maybe some desserts. But I also want to make more things. What are things that people make for Christmas? Like decorations and stuff. Oh, I know. I'm going to make, because one of my daughters, I'm going to give her candles for Christmas. So I can make those. That's a Christmas gift. So that's kind of a Vlogsmas kind of thing. Yeah. I'll show the making of her candles. And I have to see what I have around here to scent them with. Oh, I have 2 scents that are nice, already mixed up. One is a lavender and sandalwood mixed together. And the other one is, I forgot what I put. I know there's a little patchouli in there. There's a little, it's amber, but it's called amber, but it's actually a mixture of some other essential oils. I bought it already mixed. So there's that. There's the patchouli. I don't know what else is in there. I forgot. But that's a sweet smelling. And the other one is kind of like woodsy and floral. Not floral. I don't really consider lavender floral. Lavender is more of a herbal smell, I think. So yeah, I'll make her 2 or 4 candles because I like even numbers. And I want to do like a care package, but I don't know what else I want to put in there. Not quite sure. Yeah. This is cooking up pretty well. Where did I put, oh, here's the cheese. So what I could do is when I assemble it, I'll put the sauce. Oops. Nope, this plate is not for this bowl. That was almost a disaster. I'll put the bowl over there because I want to show this there. I don't know if you'll be able to see the plate. A little bit. Okay. I'm going to put the sauce on first. And of course, yeah, I'll call you back. I'm on live. Bye. Yeah, I'm gonna put the sauce on first. Then I'm going to put the lettuce on top of there. Yeah. Make sure there's enough sauce. Put some lettuce on top of there. I'm glad I worked this out. Then put some salmon on top of there. Yeah, I'm going to make salmon croquettes with the rest of the salmon. I'm not using it all for the cachapas. Now come back and do that. Maybe I can save it. It's already cooked, so I should be able to save it until Sunday. Maybe I'll make a Sunday brunch with and have salmon croquettes. Make this up a little more. And maybe I could have the salmon croquettes with how do you call it? Maybe I could find some gluten-free grits. That will be very nice. There we go. That's enough. I'll put a little more. There. This looks like it's ready to turn over. Okay. Yes, it is. There. And turn it over. And I put the cheese on top of this. I put one more for good luck. I don't know why you would need cheese for good luck, but then I'll just put this plate on top of here to help the cheese melt. I'm so excited. So excited. Oh, and it smells good. Oh my goodness. It's funny, when my son was a little boy, when he liked something, when he particularly liked something that I made, he would always say, "Mommy, I love you." You know, he still does that every now and then. And I don't know why. I don't know whether he's figured out why he's feeling this love for me out of the clear blue. But it's so funny. Yeah, he still does it. He doesn't say mommy, he goes mom. But I kind of miss those mommy days. I like mommy. And it's funny because my mother went from, well, with me, she went from mommy to mom to ma. That's what it is, ma. But my father was always daddy. Yep. And my kids would be like, you still call your father daddy? You know? So funny. So funny. Come on, cook. Let me see if the cheese is melting. Yep, it is. It is. It's like so quiet today. People must be tired from the weekend, maybe shopping, maybe depressed. Maybe it's just been really quiet everywhere, everywhere. Well, I haven't really been on the internet that much today either. Like I said, I went on like early this morning. Oh, water's dripping from the plate. Let's see if I take this off now. Because the cheese is melted enough. Don't want to get a popping situation there. This looks so good. Let me show you. Let me just show you this goodness right here. Look at that. Look at that. I tell you. I just looked at it. I'm like, Cachapa. What's that? And it sounded good, the description, but I had no idea. Like, they didn't say the bread was sweet. They didn't say the sauce was sweet. None of that. But it actually tastes good. You know, let me look at the bottom of this and see how brown it is. And I hope it's very, come on. Oh, it could be a little browner. A little browner. This is exciting. I don't know why I get excited over good food. It's like, ooh, I can't wait to eat it. But yeah. Oh, and I did order regular mushrooms, regular white mushrooms. And I'm gonna make the risotto on this channel. Hey James Money, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I'm gonna make the risotto. Now the risotto is kind of like a process with this. It's not difficult to do, but it just takes a long time because you have to, you pour the liquid in and you cook it. You have to constantly stir. And then when the liquid gets absorbed, you pour more in. It's not like regular rice. You pour all the water in and then you just put the top on and let it cook. It's not like that. But the results are so good. Oh, so before I didn't know whether I wanted to put that whole process and make everybody watch me. But it's so good. I think people might be interested in that. Because I love to order it out when I go to a restaurant. But that's what you were saying. You never had mushroom risotto, right, Jazzy? And I'm trying to think. Oh, I've had seafood like a shrimp risotto before. But I think my favorite is mushroom. I went to the first time I tasted risotto, it was like at this restaurant, it was mushroom risotto and they drizzled truffle oil on top. Talk about good. That was good. That was really good. Maybe another minute, and we're going to slap this bad boy on there so that I can eventually eat. Maybe not another minute. Maybe we're ready to go now. Okay. Okay. And whoops. Maybe position that. There we go. And look at that. Look at that. That's just goodness right there. I'm going to put mine in before I try to deliver his to him. So I'm hungry too. This is even a little bit too much dough for me because I just really wanted a small one. And then instead of having the 2 discs, I'm going to just cut it in half. Whoa. Put it this way. Oops. I should have oiled my hands. That's okay. We're going to slap this in there like this. Press it out a little more. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. I'll be right back. Mother's work is never done. You can come get it. You most certainly can. It's good, right? Mm-hmm. You're welcome. And then, yeah, I'm probably not even going to save that dough. I'm making cachapas, James. And it's funny because I forgot what I ordered and I had to look up the name. I had to Google it and like describe what it was. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I ordered. That's funny. I'll just nibble on a piece of cheese while I'm waiting. Because that's what I do. So did you have a slow Monday? Mine was really slow. I was up for like 3 hours playing my music on the other platform. Then I went on again to do something else, like cook something. And yeah, that was my day. That was like 4 hours out of my day. And now here I am. Oh, no, I did that. Yeah. I played my friend's music. The one from Classic Soul 1075.com. Murph in the Morning. That's his morning show. And that's why I'm wearing this shirt, because I streamed his music on the other platform. And I wore the shirt to represent. This is my long time buddy and classmate from junior high school. And he's on the radio doing his thing. It's great. I first started listening to him soon after the station started. And I think this is their 13th year. I broken my leg. I was laying around on the couch all day on the internet. And somebody had said that he was on a radio station. And so let me check it out. And that's how I spent my days, listening to the radio, because they're on like all day long. He's only on in the morning from 8 to 12. But then at 12, somebody else comes on. And in the afternoon, somebody else comes on. At night, somebody, so it's like music, all different kinds of music all day. He plays a lot of old school music. And today was, I think, Mellow Mondays or something like that. And yeah, that was pretty cool. I forget what Tuesdays is, but I know Fridays is Dance Party Friday, and I always enjoy that because it's like music from my time. I love all that 70s music and a little bit of the 60s, but a lot of 70s. And then he, may come up to the 90s, I'm not sure. But yeah. My phone is charging and making all this noise. Yeah. This is good. I'm going to get my cheese ready. Oh, no. Yeah. After I turn it over. Oh, I think I'm punch drunk. I think I am. I wish they let you play music on this station. Or maybe I might try to find some good YouTube music, if there is such a thing. This is almost ready to turn over. Let's see something. If I click off of this and go to, let me just see. Yeah, the camera's still on, so you can still see me. Oh. Sharing it on my Facebook. Yeah. Now, where are you again? Is this you? No, that's not you. Is this you? No, that's not you. Okay. This is Rich. Oh, there you are. There you are. Okay. Alrighty. Now I'll put some cheese on there. And put the plate on top. Close this up. Close that door. Don't you love when people tell you how to do things as if it's going to be better? I don't know. Everybody has their own way of doing things. This lady was telling me, because I was telling her that I got burners to go in the studio so that I wouldn't have to move things back and forth. I could do everything in one spot. I have one tripod. I didn't say I wanted two tripods, but mainly I didn't want to move everything back and forth. She proceeds to tell me what I need to do. That's going to still involve me moving things back and forth. But she thinks I should have two tripods, keep one set up in my kitchen. She didn't say she had two, but I should have two. And I'm like, didn't I say I wanted to do things in one spot and I didn't want to go back and forth? But she's like, yeah, and you can have your phone and your tablet. And I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds like a good idea. Because, oh, okay is my go-to phrase when I don't want to go back and forth with somebody. It's like, oh, okay. Ends the discussion every time. Yeah. So I hope I have never said it to anybody that's going to be watching this video. Hope I never said, oh, okay to you. Because now you'll know exactly what that means. This is melted. And I'm going to cut it in half. No, I'll cut it in half when I get it on the plate. I'll do that. I get so anxious. Just like a little kid. I'm too old to be acting like a little kid. Mix the sauce up a little bit. This looks just like the sauce that they had. And I'm sure that this is not. They may have even used sour cream as a base instead of mayo. But this tastes just fine. Just wanted to brown a little bit more. Oh, I should have put a link. Turn it on. I wonder. I don't know. I'll just let people watch it on the replay. That's all. Brown that a little more. Now, I know he did not finish that big thing. I'm not even going to ask. Oh. He did. He finished it. Just rinsing his plate. The thing was huge. It was big. Guess he was hungry. What did I do with my water bottle? Oh. build it. I think this is good enough. I'm hungry. It's done. I know it's done. It's just not all the way brown. Ooh, this frying pan is heavy. And look at that. Look at that. Look what I'm doing there. Breaking it. His comes out perfect, and I break mine. Should have used a knife. Oh. Put the salmon on top. The lettuce on top of that. The sauce on top of that. This is going to be messy. Messy, messy, but good. And then, yeah, I have to separate this a little bit more. I'm going to have to eat this with a fork. Let you guys see it. His was prettier, right? I broke mine. But that's okay. Broken or not, it's still going to taste the same. Now, let's see. Let us see. There we go. With the salmon. It's so good. Better than better than just the veggies. Well, the veggies was good, but this is better. Much better. And the cheese. I'm going to try this. I know it seems like a little complicated because there's a lot of steps. But it's not that bad. This salmon is like, oh, so good. I can't wait to make the salmon croquettes. Look at that cheese pull. Yummy, yummy. And that sauce is so good. I can't believe it. So that was my daughter. She calls me with her puppy problems. And she's got the cutest little pup. He's a Shih Tzu, which is a cross between a poodle and a Shih Tzu, a miniature poodle and a Shih Tzu, because Shih Tzus are small and regular poodles are big. So I don't think that would work. But and this guy has such a personality. It's unbelievable. She's trying to train him. And every time she does something to deny him of something or punish him, he figures out a way to punish her back. And it is the funniest thing. He doesn't think he's supposed to go out or go to the bathroom outside. She trained him on a wee-wee pad until he got his first shots. Because that's what the vet told her to do. Until he finished getting all his shots, and that's until he got his first shots. So I think it takes like 8 or 12 weeks to get all the shots. This dog, she keep him out all day, and he will hold it. And then he gets to the hold until he gets upstairs. So one day they were out for a long time, and he didn't go. So she decided to go home. Now, right before she goes home, gets in the building, there's like a little courtyard. So she's like, he's running around in the courtyard, hiding in the bushes, jumping out, having a good old time. She's like, okay, Charlie, go potty. Charlie looks at her and walks up the stairs to the door. It's like, okay, let's go upstairs so I can potty. I fell out. I told her she's gonna have to probably do an obedience school or something, because she doesn't know how to train him. And then she Googled it, and they said that breed is hard to train. So I'm like, do they all have attitudes? He's supposed to sleep, and he usually does. He sleeps in his playpen. And one night he didn't want to go to sleep. Well, when she went to sleep, he jumped out of the playpen. And she doesn't like him walking around the house because he's not fully trained. She has no idea what he's going to do. Like, because if he wants to play with her and she's sleeping, he might throw a tantrum. He threw a tantrum one time and tipped over his water. Not one time, but he did it twice. So he does it on purpose. Just throws over his water bowl when he doesn't get his way about something. So she doesn't want him out and about in the house at night when she's sleeping. So he escaped the playpen. She took him to the bathroom, and she put him in the tub put a wee pad down because when she first got him, he used to sleep there. Then she bought him a bed. He didn't want to sleep in the bed, so she just leaves him out in playpen. But he'll usually just lay down and go to sleep when she tells him to go to bed. Not this night. So she puts him in the bathtub. She pulls the curtains so he'll know it's nighttime, sleep. My man escaped the bathtub. And so she wakes up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and she doesn't turn the light on. But she senses that something's there. And she doesn't know what it is. She turns on the light. It's Charlie. And he's like squeezed up against the, the bathtub because he doesn't want to start yelling. And she calls me. Why is she calling me? She lives in California. Why is she calling? Charlie's a little jerk. It's like, and I'm like, he reminds me a lot of you when you were a kid. It comes back to you one way or another. It comes back. It is good. It's really good. Hey, Dominique, how you doing? It's a cachapa, and it's a fried bread. The bread is a little sweet because you put a little sugar in it, and the sauce that you put on top has a little sugar in it, so that's a little sweet too. And I have salmon that I like just shredded up, and lettuce and cheese. It's good. It's really good. I was talking about my daughter's dog. He's a handful. I told her. Then, he also eats in the playpen. He sleeps in the playpen, and he eats in the playpen. So today, he and he plays in the playpen too. He has his toys and stuff in there. So today he hops out of the playpen. He comes over to her. He barks. No, he doesn't bark. He walks over to her. Then he walks back over to the playpen and he barks. And she's like, "What, you want me to put you back in the playpen?" She's like, "You can get in yourself." And then she says, "What do you want? What do you want, Charlie?" He does it again and walks over, comes back to the playpen and barks. She says, "Oh, you're hungry? You want to eat?" So I told her, he's training you. You're not training him. It's so funny. And it's like he understands English. She was busy working on something, and he comes over to her, and he wants to play. And she's like, "Charlie, not now. Get away from me." So he barks at her, and he turns and he walks away. And she's like, "Okay, I'll play with you." Then he comes back. I'm like, that dog is something else. It's so good. You guys gotta try it. And if you didn't see how I made it, watch the replay. And it is good. I made a little one. I made a smaller disc and I cut it in half, and I made my son, I put 2 discs and made it like a sandwich, and it was like this big. He finished it in like a few minutes. I can't believe he ate all that so fast. He's a big guy though. He's like almost 6 feet. He's husky. And he's been playing the saxophone all day. I'm sure that must take something out of him. Take something out of me, that's for sure. I thought I saw a piece of hair. That sauce is so good. I made it with mayo, balsamic vinegar, a little red curry paste, and sugar. And it's good. I made one on my other channel. And I was just surprised how I was able to get the flavors right. Just from tasting it, because I didn't look up a recipe or anything. I guess I could do it now, but why bother? Why bother? And that was when I couldn't remember what it was called. So that's why I made it myself. But then I said, let me Google it. Let me just describe what it is and Google it. And then I remembered. Yummy, yummy. I'm so glad you guys come in and listen to me ramble on. I'm going to put that sauce on other things too. This is good. Okay, guys. I'm going to head out now. And hopefully I'll be back a little later in the middle of the night. You don't have to watch, but please watch the replay. I'm going to be doing my Vlogmas and making a gingerbread house out of cardboard. So thanks again for coming in, and I will see you later.